Hey, this is Different Careers with Kate Nudd. Again, right now my profession is that I'm a licensed massage therapist. Um, Today we are going to do another review over the lymphatic system, an essential guide to the unrated system. Ruth Werner, Megan B. Langer were the ones that taught this class. Ruth did the larger amount of time than Megan. It was 1 hour. It took me over 2 hours to complete. But again, I have a slow comprehension level. So let's see what the description is about. Join Ruth Warner and Megan Belanger for a fascinating look at the underrated lymphatic system, with special emphasis on its structures and functions. Learn the vital role for each of the system's components plays, including lymphagons, nodes, trunks, ducts, and the cisterna chihili. I don't know. We're also going to take an in-depth look at multiple lymphatic related pathologies, including lymphagitis, lymphadenopathy, lymphoma, cardiovascular and traumatic edema, and lymphedema. This course is featured during the 2022 APMP-CE Summit Lymph. So, course outline: interstitial fluid, lymphatic system overview, lymphatic vessels, initial vessels, pre-collectors, collecting vessels, trunks, ducts, other lymphatic structures, nodes, spleen, tonsils, anodes, bone marrow, thymus, payers, patches, appendix, watersheds, and lymphotomes, pathologies, lymphagitis, pathology, lymphoma, edema, lymphedema. So, learning objectives: list the components of lymphatic system, describe the flow of lymphatic fluid in the body, describe the importance of lymphatic flow in a person's health, describe the lymphatic system's role in edema, identify at least 3 pathologies of the lymphatic system, define lymphedema and the effects on clients, which I can't do, by the way. So, if people, it seems like these classes, they expect you to hear it, and it's ingrained into your brain just like that, and you just automatically know how to do all these things just from hearing this one time. The information is automatically in your brain. Well, that's not how it works with me. So, I just can't automatically remember everything I hear from a class, especially if the class goes over your head, because you have a slow comprehension level, because really my comprehension level is probably on an elementary school level, not even a high school level. So that would be my assessment. And to me, they taught this class more at a college level, where it's like they assume that you know all the basics of how molecules, cells, anatomy, and physiology work from a high school level. And you're like, okay, we're going to go in at a college level of understanding where we're just reviewing everything. That is my perspective. Again, this is a review. So, Ruth Werner. Ruth Werner is an award-winning educator, writer, and retired massage therapist with a passionate interest in massage therapy, research, and the role of bodywork for people who struggle with health. Her groundbreaking textbook, A Massage Therapist's Guide to Pathology, is now in the 7th edition and published by Books of Discovery. Warner is a columnist for Massage Bodywork magazine and the Massage New Zealand. She teaches continuing education workshops over the world. I have a client who podcasts. She does stuff on the network, so if you want more of her information, go to www.ruthwarner.com. So, and then there's Pocket Pathology, where she goes. We'll probably look at that at some point in a future video. So Megan Belanger is a LMT-CLT, is the founder of One River Massage Therapy, offering oncology massage, lymphedema, and lipedema care, scar rehabilitation, and occupational therapy service in the Boston area. She is the founder of Touch Kindness, a pay-it-forward fund, and helps provide low and no-cost oncology, massage, and lymphatic treatment for people with cancer, cancer histories, lymphedema, and lipedema. As a teaching assistant for Tracy Walton Associates, Megan trained oncology massage therapist, and she currently offers mentoring on oncology, massage, and manual lymphatic drainage. She is the creator of the educational comic strip Under Your Skin, an illustrative understanding lymphatic, keeping the train on track, written by Dr. Sig Hill of the Boston Lymphatic Center and sponsored by the Lymphatic Education Research Network. So learn more at onerivermassage.com. So that's how you get her information. So let us get into some of the video. So I think no, that's not what I wanted to do. Anyways, I wanted to show some pictures. So again, they're going over the pathways. So typically they're saying from the heart, the blood goes through, I forget which one is which, a blood vessel, the red one, and then turns really purple, which kind of looks more blue, and then it goes into the heart, and then it goes into the lungs, and then it comes back to the heart, right? So, but they're saying on the blue side, in the blood capillaries, it then goes into the lymphatic system, some of the blood, and then it turns into lymphatic fluid or whatever, and then it goes through the lymph node, the lymphatic duct, and then it's like the lymphatic system, and and then so there's different parts. So they're showing like the top part, which would be like your upper extremities would come down towards the heart. The lower extremities would go up towards the heart. Lymph only moves toward the heart. So this picture made that abundantly clear. So I really liked this picture, and it's showing the basics of the lymphatic system. So let's see, can we find another picture? No, don't want that one. No, don't want that one. So, and then also it's like this is like a collecting vessel, and she was using the illustration like this is Ruth here, that like it's gonna go like excess water fluid goes into the lymphatic system, and it's pumping the water or the lymph like towards the heart, and it has to get out that way. So, and then you have like they were saying it goes back into the veins. So the red part was the arteries, the veins are blue, and so the right lymphatic duct goes into the right subclavian vein, and then it keeps going down towards the heart, and then the left lymphatic duct would go into the left subclavian vein and go into this area towards the heart. Again, going up towards the heart or down towards the heart. And so she was saying like lymphoma is basically cancer of the lymph node, and that's why sometimes people have to have the lymph nodes removed. And so this is Megan. She did the next section of it. So secondary edema causes and trigger causes breakdown of the system, lymph node removal, radiation, traumatic injury. That's like one of the causes. So like basically for a massage therapist, they were saying for a client at risk or with a presentation of history of lymphedema, like you need to make sure as a massage therapist, you change your pressure, you change your stroke direction. Because in massage therapy school, for instance, you can massage from like on the thighs and the legs, and you can work from like the direction from the hip going down to the foot. So if someone has a history of lymphedema, you want to make sure you do your strokes upwards, your lengthening strokes. You want to make sure you do those lengthening strokes always towards the heart. So you go from like the direction of the foot up towards the hip, which is the direction to the heart. And they're saying you need to do this in the massage every time. So it was a very informative class. It did go over my head. It took over 2 hours. I didn't learn any lymphatic drainage techniques. But also, as a disclaimer, I feel like lymphatic drainage techniques, this is something that you really do need hands-on training to do, because people have severe issues. They did show pictures in here of like different lymphatic problems and how there can be different problems with the lymphatic system and the lymph nodes and different things like that, and you could have swelling and stuff like that. So it's like you need to get it addressed. And they did say like the spleen, if the spleen is taken out, then you you have a compromised immune system basically for the rest of your life, because it's a major organ in the lymphatic system. So it was very informative. It seemed to me that, again, this is a class is taught more from a MD doctor perspective of anatomy and physiology and how to treat stuff that way. They did not get into holistic medicine. So again, it gets an A for if you believe in hardcore mainstream medicine, medical doctor medicine, then this information is going to be up your alley. For me, I believe more in holistic medicine. So I feel like overall I have to give this class an F. If it hadn't taken me 2 hours and if I had passed the quiz the first time around, I would have given it like a D. But because I failed the quiz the first time around, had to take the quiz twice, somehow I passed the second time. I'm not sure how I passed. The information went over my head. It took over 2 hours. It was hard to stay interested in the class. I'm just trying to get continuing education credits here, so I don't understand why everyone's putting it at like a very high comprehension level where they expect you to do like automatically remember everything they say just saying it one time. So I don't know. So it's like a lot of information shoved into a class. I took notes and it didn't make it so I could pass the quiz the first time around. So yeah, I hope you liked this review. Again, Oh, I forgot to mention. So one of the things Ruth does with her classes is she gives like resources. So like here's proof of my certificate for the class. This is the handout stuff, but she listed resources at the end. So I looked up the ones that you could for the links and stuff like that. And I like that she does that. So in the past, I was because I work at a spa right now. I asked my boss because I was thinking about doing lymphatic drainage. And I was like, can you please find somewhere that would give me the ability to get lymphatic drainage online, or take this? I'm willing to do it. So here, Colouse training manual for lymphedema therapy certificate. Like, I liked that they put that in here. Like, if you want to do that, it's 135 hours. Like, that's a lot of training. I don't think I really want to do that, but hey. So, and then there was this little booklet was one of the resources, and they gave an illustration of a train track, so that way you could understand like the possible what is going wrong with the lymphatic system. And then the close training lymphedema certification. It sounds like interesting, but if you go down to the section of how much it costs, hold on, I'll get there in a second. Class schedule. So it is a 130 hours of instruction. So you have to do 75 hours of directed online study at home and then 60 hours in the classroom. So they're located in Colorado. So you'd have to make a trip to Colorado. And it's you like, so it says here you have to do a minimum of 500 hours of massage therapy education and complete the 45-hour close training manual lymph drainage course before being accepted into this course. Tuition is, to get the certification, it's $3,300, a deposit of $900. So, like, that's a lot of money for this course. But it sounds like you come out knowing a lot. So, yeah. So, like, in the end, like, I am deciding, like, no, I do not want to get training in this. Like, if there was a course that just taught you how to massage people with it to help the lymphatic system, I think I'd be interested in doing that kind of course, where it's like, here's the basics of like helping the lymphatic system. I would want to get training in that, but I don't want to bandage people, because like this course goes into what is it? Like, what do you learn? You learn manual lymphatic drainage. Stop. Why? You learn compression therapy. So when I was in a home health aide, they used a lot of compression socks as their compression therapy. in assisted living facilities or in people's homes, I did not see the compression socks actually helping people with their lymphatic issues. So, again, I'm more into holistic health, and I was like, if it was making a difference, wouldn't you see drastic changes where the lymph and everything was going down and the swelling would go down in people? And it wasn't, and no one ever told me that they were actually massaging these people's legs and giving them lymphatic drainage. So maybe you have to do every single thing on the list to really help like edema and the swelling in the lymphatic system. And there's certain exercises you're supposed to do and skin care. Like I never saw the full process of how to like treat like the people in the nursing homes or the assisted living facilities who had major swelling in their legs. No one ever came in, and I never saw them like properly take care of all these people. So I'm not sure how effective this method is. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not sure, because to me you should see the swelling go down in the legs. Why is the swelling there? You need to address the root issue of what's causing the problem. So anyways, that's my holistic tangent. Again, feel free to look up naturopathic doctors online to get information on what's good for what. So, I hope you enjoyed this rant. And so they're saying like lymphatic drainage and stuff like that. If you're doing all the thing, you see before and after pictures, like the swelling goes down. So they're showing that it does make a difference. But again, I don't think that using compression socks is like you have to do the whole treatment. You can't just do partial treatment and be like, I'm going to get better. So like, I don't know. In the places that I worked in the past as a home health aide, it just seemed like the only treatment they were doing for the swelling was, okay, let's put compression socks on. No, like you need to do the have someone come in and do a manual lymphatic drainage in the legs. And you have to have these elderly people like bounce. That's what I've learned from like naturopathic doctors. There's certain exercises that you need to do to make it so the lymph moves, because the lymph needs to go back to the heart. So have a great day until next time.